Back again. This time I'm talking about ADD and godhood and ADD. Whatever. I was diagnosed with ADD when I was diagnosed with ADD. I was diagnosed with ODD uh, with complications of ADD when I was 5 years old. Okay, my mother hated that shit because it only took him 5 minutes to diagnose me. But for those who don't know, ODD is oppositional defiant disorder. It's a phase that every child goes through around about 5 years old. Uh, is where they start questioning authority and shit. And most children grow out of that shit. I didn't. Motherfucking and ADD. Everybody knows ADD. I can't concentrate. So I have problems concentrating. Issues with it sometimes. But I'm starting to realize or to understand that if it wasn't for my ADD and my ODD complications of ODD, ADD, whatever, all that shit. If it wasn't never for that diagnosis, me being who I am, I would have never tried to go find other answers. The fact that I was ODD made me not want the traditional, diagnosis, go to see the same doctors and shit. It's like what makes them right. You know what I mean? And if they can do it, why the fuck can't I do it? You know what I mean? So in that shit, and then I could never find answers that I wanted. So I ended up here uh, when shit started finally found some shit that actually made sense, and I ran with it, and boom. But I want to say that I think that I'm not saying all ADD and ADHD people might be gifted, but I'm saying that I believe a vast majority of them are. Um, I'm gonna say this too. If you look at ADD and ADHD as a disability, then you're not gonna understand anything anyway. You have to look at ADD and ADHD as evolution because ADD and ADHD are a result of uh, pattern recognition from the left side of the brain. That is if we want to talk about whatever. That's the side of the brain trying to contact the right side of the brain. That is the left side of the brain recognizing that it's stuck in a loop. And becoming very, 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 well, no, is very annoyed with it, but can't. It's the labyrinth cave. You know what I mean? The ADD, the inability to concentrate and and sit still is the left brain trying to wake up the right brain. They're trying to get in contact with each other. He's trying to get it. He's trying to win her back. Uh, and in some cases, it could be if you're right, the other way. It could be that the right brain is trying to wake the left brain up. Because they're supposed to be working in unison. And you can look at it like this also. Most disabilities don't change in the rate of how they appear each year. Like the amount of people who get Down syndrome this year will be the same amount of people who get Down syndrome next year, and so on and so forth. And if it does increase by any means, it increases slightly. Um, ADD and ADHD, on the other hand, have been rapidly increasing over the years, and nobody's paying attention to it. Everybody still thinks it's a fucking disability. It's not a fucking disability. It's a form of evolution. Uh, some people don't. Most people aren't getting the necessary information to excel to that next stage because everything's being suppressed for some odd ass reason. Mm. you should ask the Europeans. But yeah, ADD, ADHD is a form of evolution, not a disability. It's a form of higher thinking that needs to be understood by those certain individuals who are going through those issues with ADD and ADHD, and not knowing how to cope with it or deal with it, use it. Um, yeah, but like I said, the rate of ADD and ADHD increases every year. Has been increasing every year for a long time now. Diseases don't do that. I mean, disorders don't do that. Okay, fucking yeah.